Hi there and welcome to TENINA'S Test Kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing the fresh rice noodles that recently featured in my Thai again cooking classes. So let's get going. So what I have here is some basmati rice and I've been soaking that for 24 hours. What we're going to do in the traditional Thai manner is pour it into the Thermomix bowl. I want a smooth batter, not a grainy feel to it. Okay, so let's go. We're going to set it for 1 minute on speed 10. Okay, so I'm just going to feel that batter now, like I said, between my thumb and my finger. And it's a little bit sort of like grainy sand. I'm going to do another minute at speed 10. Okay, so we've done 2 minutes at speed 10. You can see that's actually really smooth. There's a little bit of grit in there, but it's not, it's very smooth. So we'll just let that sit there for a minute and come over to here. We've got our Varoma tray in the top here, and I've lined it with paper, and I have actually cut the paper to kind of fit the base of the tray. And I've got some oil here, and I'm going to brush the oil onto the paper quite liberally. So just brush it really, really well. So I'm just going to pour it onto here, and I want it to be quite even and quite as thin as possible actually. And keep going until there's enough on there to actually fill the whole tray. So normally you would have to empty the jug of the batter. We're going to boil some water. Boiling 1 litre of water is one I prepared earlier. It has some water in it. It takes 8 minutes to boil 1 litre of water in Thermomix. And we'll just let that happen. Be right back. So we've got some boiling water now. I'm going to just put the Varoma on with the noodle in it. Put the lid on, and we're going to steam this for 7 minutes. Okay, so we finished our 7 minutes, so let's have a quick look and see what's happened to our noodle. You can see that it's cooked right the way through. What we're going to do now is actually add another layer. Brush with oil once more. Be quite generous with the oil. You're not going to actually eat it. It is going to come off when you put it in water. And again, use your spatula to protect the oil layer so that you don't just sort of have a splash which then becomes difficult to work. We're going to cook it for another 7 minutes. Back up onto the Varoma. 7 minutes. Varoma temperature, speed 3. Okay, so our second layer is done. So let's see where we're at. And you can see again that's fully cooked. You can see the little bits of oil have come through. And what we're going to do is actually remove the whole thing, including the paper, and put it onto a board so we can cut it. And what I have here is some cold water or tap temperature water. And I'm going to cut the noodles. We'll cut them and just wipe them off into the cool water, room temperature water. And then what will happen is they'll separate. So the 2 layers will separate, and we'll have, every cut I have, I've got two noodles going on. How clever is that? As they cool down, they'll actually start to separate, pull those apart. They're very hot. I don't advise this as a rule. Wait till they cool off, and there we've got 2 noodles. You can put them into soup, you can use them for anything where you need a rice noodle. Look at that. Perfect. Another option for you is to not cut the noodle at all and to actually just peel them apart, or just do one at a time and sort of make like a tortilla. The thinner the better. So I've got the noodles separated, and I've got some sticky pork noodle salad here. This recipe will be available in my new book. So this is actually some coriander, some marinated pork, some mint leaves, some cabbage, peanuts, very Thai inspired, and then just wrap that up. And you've sort of got like an Asian soft taco or a burrito or something. There you go.